Welcome back. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on NewsX. Our big focus this hour, 22-year-old Indian student from Gujarat has been stabbed to death in Canada in a shocking daylight attack. Police say the victim was attacked on the street and sustained fatal injuries. She was rushed to hospital but declared dead on arrival. Aditya Vadavan is joining us for more on this story. Aditya, take us through what has happened with this student in Canada.
Horrific incident that is coming to light from Canada. This 22-year Indian student has been killed, and definitely the Canadian police is currently investigating the case as to how did this happen, and definitely the investigation is on from multiple angles, and the local police has got into touch with this family members as to what went wrong, what were the reasons, and the autopsy. The body has been sent for the forensic examination, and the autopsy is on. So many more chilling details will be out when the forensic investigation happens, forensic procedures happen, and then thereafter, particular cases will be registered under relevant sections, and police is, also looking, even hunt for the accused who are behind the killing of this 22-year Indian student in Canada. Uday, back to you.
Meanwhile, speaking about the incident, her father, Kalpesh Bhai Medha, has responded by saying, I received information from the police station yesterday. I sent an email to my relatives who are over there, and they initiated the necessary proceedings from their end. My daughter had gone there to study business management, and a 3-year course has been completed. Let's listen in.
मेरी बेटी 22 इयर्स की थी और ये हादसा 15 तारीख को हुआ सेंट कैथन में, कनाडा, जो नायग्रा में होता है। उसके ऊपर चाकू से हमला हुआ और इंजर्ड कर दिया। उसने भी इसके सामने फाइट की, लेकिन वो वहीं उसको चाकू लगा तो डेड हो गई।
आपको कब पता चला कि ऐसा हादसा हुआ है और फिर क्या कार्यवाही आपकी ओर से हो रही है?
मुझे कल पुलिस स्टेशन से जानकारी प्राप्त हुई है और मैंने वहाँ पे मेरे जो रिलेटिव्स थे उसको मेल भेजा और उसने सब वहाँ से कार्यवाही शुरू की।
Aditya Vadavan is joining us on this story as well. Aditya, the father, the family of the victim has spoken with the media. What are they saying?
Well, absolutely. They are in quite agony at this juncture because they're, definitely they are in pain because their only daughter has died, and definitely they are calling for justice. Justice should be delivered at a very, very, space, and definitely now the local police is cooperating with the family of the deceased, and definitely the search for the culprit is on, and definitely it needs to be seen how things unfold in this matter. Uday, back to you.
Appreciate you joining us, Aditya, with those updates. Now, the BJP government's push to fulfill their Sonar Bangla has begun. We've learned from Suvendu Adhikari that the PMO has asked ministries to plan West Bengal's growth. Suvendu Adhikari has announced that at least 3 union ministers were scheduled to visit Bengal in a few days and meet state government officials and ministers to take initiatives for the state's development. Suvendu Adhikari is also likely to hand over 60 big rail projects to the centre. Union Rail Minister Ashwini Vaishnav will be meeting with Suvendu Adhikari on June 6th. On the welfare front, Suvendu Adhikari has announced that 3,000 rupees monthly aid to all women beneficiaries in West Bengal will begin on the 1st of June under the Annapurna scheme. On the security front, illegal immigrants are now being pushed out, and we have visuals of massive lines gathered near the Bangladesh border. P.K. Agarwal, a former additional chief secretary, West Bengal government, is joining us live. Rohi Roy, BJP spokesperson, is also with us in the broadcast. Gautam Mukherjee, senior journalist, is joining us live as well. Momita Chakraborty, political analyst, also joins us on the broadcast. If we are to achieve Sonar Bangla, what must be the priorities of the Suvendu Adhikari government according to you, P.K. Agarwal?
Yes. Actually, I had been the principal secretary for 8 years, worked in 10 years in the district administration. For 25 years, I worked in West Bengal administration. So I have a very positive approach towards West Bengal development. And during my tenure, I did not find much of a problem. But then I found that there is general indifference in West Bengal administration also to avail the facilities, avail the projects which are of the central government. But I felt very strongly that West Bengal should adopt all those schemes because they give money. The money is flowing from the central government. So this is one of the areas in the administration I would like to point out that they should work in unison since both the governments are now in central, which is called a double engine government. So I don't think there will be any problem now. It will be doubly insured. But secondly, what I found, the work culture is lacking. I will not say not there, but work culture in general in West Bengal has to be promoted. Because what is happening? Because these people in the administration, in the lower rank, they are not giving proper audited accounts and all those things. They are not working so hard. And they push the politician. So they oppose the central government. And the whole atmosphere is created anti-stabilis, anti-center, which is one thing which West Bengal should be away from it. And during my tenure as Principal Secretary, I availed most of the schemes of central government. And I had been running the departments with a lot of central assistance. And if the administrator is very keen, he can himself do this, and I did it. And I am sure the West Bengal, which is now at the middle of the rung of the states in terms of various parameters in development, it should have been in top 4 or 5 states. Because in population wise, it is fourth. So, which had been earlier in the industrialization, used to be one of the top ranking states. So, industrialization is the second area which
Absolutely.
has to be looked into. And I would refer to you here some extract from my autobiography.
I'll come back. I'll come back to you. I'll just come back to you because I just want to get everyone's opening comments, and I'll come back to you for a follow-up question, and you can elaborate on what you've written as well on this front, Mr. Agarwal. But Gautam Mukherjee, the steps so far taken, the announcements so far made, does it, give you assurance that there will be Sonar Bangla? The West Bengal will be on the path to Viksit Bharat as well by 2047?
I think so far most of the announcements are to do with law and order and to restore the balance with the number of illegal immigrants and the like. Welfare has also been started. Suvendu Adhikari has made a visit to Delhi, and some 39,000 crores of government assistance, not assistance, but government funds for various projects has been cleared, another 3,900 as well. But to get to what I think Prime Minister Modi meant by Sonar Bangla, something far, far more dynamic needs to be done. One of the things is, of course, explosive infrastructure development. The Urban Land Ceiling Act, which only restricts people to 500-yard plots in the city of Calcutta, needs to be revoked as soon as possible so that the private sector is able to get on with consolidating land banks and proposing projects. The factories need to come back, and those which are not coming back, those lands, just as in Bombay, you had the mill lands which were handed over. Similarly, the factories that are not coming back, their lands should be made available to the private sector or to the government sector development. There's urgent requirements in almost every direction, whether it's education, whether it's health. There is a tremendous amount of work to be done. Of course, strategically, West Bengal is now the eastern bastion as far as the government of India is concerned. And I think everything will be done, but top speed and determination is required for efforts to show on the ground. A number of ministers have begun to visit, union ministers have begun to visit Bengal, but That's all very well. We need to get concrete results from all this as soon as possible.
Momita Chakrabarti, what is also being seen as a bipartisan approach by the state government. The other day, Kakuli Ghosh Dastidar had come to a meeting along with many MLAs, and it's good that, of course, Suvendu Adhikari is involving leaders from the TMC as well, because everyone has to now work towards development. The elections are over, the politicking is over. Do you believe this bipartisan approach is needed? It has also been, though, a bit unfortunate that there were statements made against Kakuli for doing that, which is why I think she's quit the party post in the Trinamool Congress as well.
See, the internal corruption and the internal problem is not new to TMC. And of course, when people of TMC has found that the party is gone completely, I mean, they could not win the election. So they become also very skeptical because they have already seen that corruption, the scam, the internal problems. So they are the best person to know about the internal issues TMC was having. And you can see most of the people tend to leave that party. But when I talk about Sonar Bangla, I must tell you that Bengal was lacking in order to education, in order to development, infrastructure, and security and safety of women. So now the first priority definitely goes, I mean, must go to the development and the infrastructure part. And also, I would like to add a very important point. If you know that, you must know that out of the 100% of the tax in India, central government gives 59% out of it, and the rest 41% tax amount is divided into the every states in India, right? So Bengal received, I mean, used to receive, and now also Bengal receives 7.6% out of that 41%. So Bengal stands fourth highest tax-paying state. It's not a matter of joke, but unfortunately, even after allocating so much amount after the budget session, Mamata Banerjee always ignored, and he used to deny. She always used to say, no, we haven't received any proper budget for the development of our state. And also, I'm sure that this time, this double engine Sarkar will definitely do something. And also, they must look after the very old district of West Bengal, that is Howrah Jilla, where I'm coming from. So this is my district. So I have a very good idea about some industrial area which was destroyed by the left government 34 years, I mean, since 34 years they have been destroying that. That was the jute industry. There was the second highest jute industry in Howrah, Chankrail area, but you will find none at this point of time. So I request to the new government through your channel and through this debate, if they can do something for that district, that will be better, because here you will find a lot of scope. Because there was London and Scotland. That's how Howrah and Kolkata was made, if I'm not wrong. So the new government must look after all these things, and also development. If you go to the rural areas, you will find the women, they do not go to school. Even if they go to school, they do not have the proper infrastructure. They cannot use the toilet properly, because especially when a women use the toilet, they need the basic hygiene. But in the most rural area, you will not even find that. So these things are very important and to be noted by the present government in West Bengal. That's what I believe.
Okay, no, that's a good point. Let me also bring in now, I believe the BJP spokesperson has also joined us, Rohi Roy. Do you have your Sonar Bangla in place? Does the Chief Minister have his plan ready? What is Sonar Bangla going to look like? How are you going to change West Bengal? The politics now is over. Of course, security is important, and we've already seen certain announcements on that front. But what about the other aspects? Is the Vikas roadmap ready for West Bengal? Already Centre is helping you. I think Ashwini Vaishnav has announced several rail projects. Other ministries will follow. What is your roadmap to achieve this?
When we came for the elections, our slogan was "Bhoy out, Bharosha in," that Viswas will come back to the state. And when I was listening to the honorable speakers here, I understood that somewhat they have the faith in this government currently, which means that over the last 20 days, the kind of work that we have done, we have somewhat been able to gain the faith of the people, because, over the 50 years, the kind of governance that we have seen, it's very easy for the people to again get disheartened. But we have been somewhat able to successfully tackle that. One point that you raised here about Ashwini Vaishnavji announcing multiple projects, I want to tell you that these are not projects which are new. is that there were almost 61 projects in West Bengal which had been stalled over the years for no reason. For example, the Chingrighata bridge, which was just 300 meters, and it would have been over by just 1 week if the state government has allotted just 21 hours. It could have been over, but they did not allow the metro project to go on. What was the reason? Nothing. So it's just that we are working very hard. And the multiple questions were being raised about the industrialization of West Bengal. For the industrialization, the basic thing that we need to break in West Bengal is the kind of syndicate politics that goes on, and we are being successfully able to break it. As I now talk to you, currently the Baduria municipal chairman Deepankar Bhattacharya, who got arrested and who had hidden about 2.24 crore money under his jute field. Raids are going on in his house, and these things should have happened long back. Now BJP is doing it. Other than that, in just the 20 days of formation of government, we have fulfilled three major promises. One, the 5 years age relaxation, the free bus services for women, Annapurna Yojana, 3,000 rupees for women. Even other than that, multiple schemes are being taken up, which I can talk about. The 45 within 45 days, we had promised to start working on the 7th pay commission. We have already started that. And in last January, this January 2026, the Calcutta High Court had instructed the TMC government to give land for fencing in the India-Bangladesh border. Till 31st March, the TMC government could give only 7 kilometers of land. And we are so serious that just in 7 days, just in 20 days, we have given about 142.79 acres of land. Even otherwise, we are trying to bring the industries on fold. Our state president, Shomi Bhattacharya, is working day in and day out to bring in the trust of the investors. So we have a lot of work to do, because West Bengal is a model state now. And the kind of work that we will be doing in West Bengal, which is also our ideological battlefield, will be reflected across India for BJP. So it is for us to win, and we will definitely do great.
Okay. Now also, are you prepared to reach out across the political spectrum, work with the others as well? If the TMC wants to be a constructive opposition, are you prepared for that?
See, honestly, I don't know about TMC being a constructive opposition. I honestly have no answer for it. But I think
because I was just citing that example that Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar decided to come along with their MLAs, and look what the party how they behaved with her.
See, I think TMC and constructive, these two words actually do not go side by side. But I think the first victory for us came when during the Falta repolls, the CPIM candidate, he said that for the last 1 month before 4th May, he was not able to campaign. And after BJP came to power, he was freely able to campaign. I think that was the first massive victory we had. Even otherwise, we are seeing Ritoprata Bhattacharya,
well, even Jahangir Khan has spoken about Suvendu's Vikas model and development package for Falta.
See, Jahangir Khan, we all know why he said that, because he knew that if he comes out, what outrage the people will have, and what the kind of things that he has done in Falta over the years. Suddenly saying something sweet will not change anything. So we remember his atrocities. But otherwise, people who are constructive in nature, from Sandeepan Shah, Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar, or even today former TMC Rajya Sabha MP Shantanu Sen, the way they are coming forward and asking that, okay, we will work hand in hand. If that is what we can successfully do it till the end, I think there is nothing better than that, because West Bengal has always seen a violence.
PK Agarwal, let me draw you back in.
It's the high time to come out of
it. PK Agarwal, let me draw you back in here. From your experiences, how achievable will this be? How smooth will the sailing be for achieving Sonar Bangla by 2047? And yes, you are wanting to also refer to certain writings of yours as well.
Actually, during the last 15-16 years, not much has been done for the poor. Land has not been distributed among the poor people. Only slogan shouting was going on. So this slogan cannot solve the problem of the poor. Now there is social equity in West Bengal, but the poor have to be taken care of suitably, which has not been done. Secondly, which Roy has said, that stopping the syndicate in West Bengal is the first priority, and which this government has been doing, will be able to do it, and that should be the first priority. Law and order is involved with the syndicate functioning. And so we can prevent the flight of industrialists and flight of talent from West Bengal. And they have gone out, let them come back. because all the industrialists from West Bengal have gone to the other state like in Maharashtra, Bangalore. They are all originally from West Bengal. So we have to ensure that they come back. They really love West Bengal. Like me, I have stayed there for 25 years. So it has to be ensured by this government, and they are ensuring that a lot of confidence and the groundwork is done. Like, land acquisition, they should be provided land. That is the first priority. A government should have a lot of patches of land so that the industrialists can come and the other institution can be set up. Land acquisition at a very big scale, government has to invest. Earlier, what happened, even a small farmer objected to a land acquisition, all schemes were stalled. So we should see the journal in broad way. And if you read my autobiography in Bengali, that is also there. It describes everything. This is described Tata Singur case also, and how I have brought back these 12 dead tea gardens to life, and then what drama I had to face afterwards, even after retirement. So if this is the situation in West Bengal.
No, it's unfortunate.
So I took a lot of risk, to open those 12 tea gardens in North
No, it's
Bengal,
unfortunate.
because it was mandate from the government and also from the chief secretary. And then a lot of litigation went on. The NGO went to the High
No, it's
Court
unfortunate.
and the
How are we
Supreme
going to
Court.
bring
And
industry
even
back?
after retirement, I had to
How
face
are we
those
going to bring industry back, Gautam Mukherjee, to West Bengal?
cases.
No, we all
West Bengal has
saw
to be
what happened with the
positive
Tatas and with other industry giants earlier. How is industry going to come back to West Bengal? Gautam.
I think, the three big ones. Tata is already there in West Bengal. Adani is already there in West Bengal. And Ambani is also there in West Bengal. So they, I think, will sharply promote new activity if they are called upon to do so by the central government, by Modi. And, it's just the various roadblocks should be removed. The Suvendu government has been doing very well so far. It's given a great fillip to the fencing of the borders, the kicking out of the illegals, the catching of corrupt officials. One thing I have to say, that these flocks of TMC councillors and MLAs and MPs who want to join the government or join the BJP should be vetted very, very carefully. They could be the Trojan horse. They are mostly fit for jail, and that's where they should go, as opposed to pollute the BJP with easy entry. I think there's going to be tremendous development in large, medium, and small. It is a matter of pouring money in and pouring political muscle behind it, which I think is going to happen. As Mr. Agarwal said, it's a double-engine sarkar, and there are no difficulties at all on both sides.
My thanks to all of our guests for joining us. We've run totally out of time. Let's slip into a very short break. Much more coming up on the other side.